Hello everyone, Dr. Cary here. Today I'm reviewing day 14 of the 100-day challenge. That was yesterday, but I'm going to go over it with you. And it was a good day. I started off with putting some steak and chicken into a skillet and cooking that with some mushrooms. And just got the macros on that: 520 to 560, protein 55 to 60, fat 32 to 36, carbs 5 to 6, fiber 1, 4 to 5 net carbs. So I guess, I wonder where the carbs came from on this one. Maybe from the mushrooms, or good to know. I don't usually use mushrooms, but I do like the way they taste. Then I had some olive oil, which I put in that skillet. I wanted to make sure it picked up on the olive oil. So 14 grams of fat and 15 milliliters. So today when I had a salad, I was very careful. I only put 5 milliliters of olive oil in there just because it can add up. The calories can add up, and the fats in that. So far, this is the Chat GPT project that I programmed. It's just telling me, good job so far. And it's cautioning me on protein and on fats. Okay, so that helps to guide me going forward. I corrected it. I said only had 10 milliliters, not 15 of the olive oil. Then I took a picture of what I made my smoothie from, which was almond milk on the far right side there, creatine next to it, the collagen that I've been using, which has been an excellent addition, the daily cleanse, which is essential, 2 scoops of that, and the pumpkin protein. I miss my good proteins. I ran out. And so today I have to go get some because I'm just having this smoothie right now. And it doesn't taste that good. That good protein, I really like it. So I miss it. But this is what I had. Key numbers here to watch: net carbs in the smoothie, 2 to 4. And total calories, 260 to 300. I'm okay with that. Now it's updating me a lot of green check marks, which is good. Intermittent fasting at 11 a.m. I don't know what time I started yesterday, but I've been very mindful of not starting beforehand. Like today, I had a coffee with a splash of heavy cream from Starbucks at 11, which I normally have a smoothie. But on day 15, which I'll go over with you guys tomorrow, I had the coffee with a splash of heavy cream. Then I added 6 blackberries to my smoothie. Today I had some raspberries, but it's just telling me 2 net carbs there and some fiber, 1.5. So the blackberry is actually pretty good fiber for something that, tastes so good. It's just updating everything again. Okay, I did miss the good protein. It wasn't in the picture, so I added that. It's giving me an update of how I'm doing here. At this point, net carbs 10 to 13. Yesterday was a workout day, so I was doing weights. So I've allowed myself up to 75 grams of net carbs, which I rarely get to. I've been trying to keep it down around 30 to 50. So 10 to 13 net carbs there. Protein 90 to 95. So looking really good. Fiber 14 to 17. I had some heavy cream. This has been my treat lately. I blended up 80 grams, which is a lot, 80 milliliters of heavy cream, 10 peanuts, 8 blueberries. And so I put it in the blender, in the Ninja, to get this to turn from a cream to a solid. I put that whipped cream then in the bowl. I put some peanuts on it and blueberries. It was really tasty, but it does have quite a few calories. It does have a lot of fat too, and most of that's saturated. So I thought, okay, I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to have that occasionally. I'll have less if necessary. Maybe 40 grams would be good. That's a good rule of thumb, is when you're trying to get your diet in check and improve, one of the things I tell people is just half the amount of things you love. Start with halving it. And things that are good for you, if you can double those, like fiber, go for it. So just halving and doubling. So I'm at 1175 to 1220 calories at this point. Fibers 15 to 18. Carbs are still really low, net carbs. So it's warning me I'm still short on my fiber. It's saying fat is the dominant macro, caution. So that's good. I let it know that this is the nutritional label. There were no carbs in the heavy cream. That's one thing that people don't know is there's like no carbs in whipping cream or 33% cream. There is 45 calories in 1 tablespoon though. That's the drawback. But it's not going to add to your sugar spikes at all. It's just fat, really, mostly fat. All right, so it corrected that, gave me my new numbers, still cautioned me the same way. Then for dinner, a tablespoon of homemade meat sauce. This has been a trend lately because my family's been eating spaghetti with the meat sauce. I just had a tablespoon of meat sauce, no pasta at all. And so I updated that. Then what I had was some tenderloin steak, some lettuce, olive oil, and salt, and that tasted really good. I also made some fish fillets, and I think I entered that here. Salmon, yeah. And I had 122 grams of the salmon. 245 to 250 calories, protein 26 to 28, excellent protein. Fat, that's mostly fish oil, which is really good. And net carb 0. So 1865 to 1925, 166 to 173. Protein, fat 115 to 121. Total carbs 33 to 38. Fiber 16 to 19. Net carbs 14 to 17. Very happy about that. All right. Then I had some, I went for a walk. I don't know if I put that in here at this point, but I went for a really long walk with my wife an hour after dinner, which is a good thing to do. And I've been trying to get more steps in. Got up to 12,000 steps yesterday, a little short of the 15,000 target. Today, I am at 6628. There you go. 6628. And it's just past 1:30 now. So halfway, just a little under half. Need to do some more steps. I've got the walking pad here in my home office, or I could go outside for a walk. I'm going to wait till after dinner again, try to get those steps in after dinner. If I can get a few steps in before that, maybe a couple thousand, that would be really good. I should do a video for you guys on the walking pad at home. That would be kind of cool. Even at a very slow pace, you're going to get those steps in. So when I came back, I was hungry, and I had cottage cheese, blueberries, and peanuts. Okay. And so it gave me the updated numbers here. Still low on the fiber, it's telling me. So that's one thing I could have done better. Today, I'm going to really focus on that. And then I wanted a summary so that I could show you guys. So 2,000 to 2060 calories, protein 178, 187, fat 121 to 128, carbs, total carb 36 to 41. That's excellent. Fiber 17 to 21, and net carbs. So you subtract total carbs from fiber, that gives you your net carbs. And I want to keep this 30 to 50. It was under, so this is good. Wanted to know where the calories came from. Just want to keep an eye on that. If I see something kind of out of sync, I'll ask the chat project, where are those numbers coming from? And that's why I like keeping it in the same thread. And I've kept these daily journals in separate threads in my project, because in the end, if I succeed, which I think I will, of losing 25 pounds, then I want to be able to publish those. And the last book I wrote, The 100-Day Diet, on Amazon, it was like my journal. This time I've done the vlog, which is interesting. I'm not sure what I'll call the book yet, but it'll be like the next 100 days, something like that. And so this is going really good. I made some adjustments here just with quantities. I don't think it had the right quantities of these, so I made some adjustments and told it you have to tweak it a bit. It revised the number of calories. And then, let's see, I think I told it, I had 2 scoops of daily cleanse fiber, not just one. So I wanted to make sure it knew that. I had 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, natural as a snack. I wanted it to get that too. I had 10 blueberries, I made that adjustment. I went for 12,000 step walk, and I did 40 minutes of core and heavy weights for my legs in the gym. So that was a really good day that way. Today, I was just on the treadmill. I'm going to do some yoga after this, 10 minutes, and I'm going to do 10 minutes of meditation today. And that's going to be my day, and I've got to get those steps in. So really good day. I want to give you these summaries as an example, because sometimes people say, well, what exactly should I be eating? You don't have to eat exactly the same foods as I am, but you should substitute. If you don't like salmon, then another type of fish or meat. You could even use tofu. If you don't like the carbs or the lettuce, then substitute. And just the principles are important. The net carb amounts, the protein amounts, the fiber amounts. Those are 3 things that I'm very focused on right now. So net carbs, protein, and fiber each day. If you have any questions, you can type in the chat here. I'm going to get my assistant to put in the chat. Actually, I'll do it. So ask your questions here. And then I'm going to go into my link tree, and I'm going to give you the link to my webinar coming up. And this is a webinar on losing fat, building strength, and reclaiming your energy. And this is something we've been talking quite a bit about. Here's the link for it. So the webinar link is above. Let me see if I can click on this to show you guys the webinar. There's still some free tickets available. This is what it looks like. Yeah, there it is. Lose fat, build strength, and reclaim your energy. This is coming up on January 27th at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. To get a ticket, you just have to click on this red button. There are free tickets still available. There's some paid upgrades, like a special Q&A after the webinar for the VIP tickets. There are mastermind groups afterward. So for example, we're going to have a weekly mastermind group on carbs. What are good carbs? We're going to have one on maybe macros or fiber, why that's important, or protein. We're going to talk about getting your steps and how to do that, especially if you have any problems physically. I'll talk to that, because being a health professional for over 30 years, I understand joint issues and disabilities. And then meal plans would be a good one as well. People have been asking me about that. Supplements would be another good one. So these could be some of the topics in our mastermind group on a weekly basis after this seminar is done. So there's that upgrade for the mastermind group. You can just add that on when you go to buy your ticket. So if you go down, you'll see add-ons, the mastermind session right there for 1 month, 4 sessions weekly. And then you can get some one-on-one coaching too. That's a great value at that price right now. So you can go ahead and click on that, or click on this one, whichever add-on you want, and you can get a ticket for that. So thanks for joining me today. Check in each day by subscribing to my channel. If you can like this video, that would be really good too, because it helps the algorithm, and we're really starting to pick up steam. I think we're going to do a great thing for people, because rather than taking shortcuts or fad diets, this is going to be the real deal. We're going to do this naturally in a healthy way, and then we'll be able to maintain our weight loss long term.